Well, friends, we are officially in Chaosville, and my name is Abby. I'm your chaos coordinator as we try to do a summer revamp of the homeschool room. Welcome to my practically imperfect life. So hey friends, welcome back to my practically imperfect life. So I have a lot going on here in the homeschool room behind me. I have been kind of wanting to tweak our homeschool space, well, for a while now. Little bit of background, when we first started homeschooling, we took a little corner of like the sitting room that is in my master bedroom, and we put desks in there and we used that. And then about 2 years ago, we finished our basement. And when we did that, that was going to be the designated homeschool room. Like that was the only thing we intended for this space to be. And it's a pretty big space. Like it's a good sized basement. But you know how things just kind of evolve, right, over time. And we found that we really needed to utilize the space for multiple different things. And now the layout and the setup and stuff just isn't working as ideally as I would like it to. And so I thought, well, I would take some time this summer and just, well, one, deep clean everything, but also try to rework it so it works out better for us. So right now, the space is intended just for homeschooling, but the functions that it needs to serve are homeschooling, right? We have to have my kids' desks. I have my office desk down here. We have a table that we do our group work at. We have to use it for book storage. We have a ton of bookcases, and we want to keep all of the books kind of contained in one spot. I also need a place to do filming. Currently, I just kind of go to whichever corner of this room looks the least messy on whatever day I'm filming, and I use that. But it would be really nice to have like a designated spot, because I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but equipment for filming, it's big. I have these big lighting setups to make the lighting look better down here. I have, the tripods and the ring lights and all of that stuff, and that stuff all takes up space, and I don't want to be tearing it down and putting it up every time I'd like to film. It would just be nice to have kind of like the filming corner. And if it can, have a dual purpose, like maybe be a reading nook or just like a comfortable little study space, that would be great too. We also had our one big TV down here. The TV, you'll notice, is gone. That was there. We gave our super big screen TV to my brother, who didn't have one, because we really just rarely watched it. And I do want to have a smaller TV down here, but not one that I have to wall mount, something that I can put on the TV stand. And I wanted to have some more comfortable seating down here. We had like a love seat when we initially did this that we wanted to bring downstairs, but we could not get it down the staircase. I mean, it did not matter how much my son and I yelled pivot at each other.
Pivot! Pivot!
And if you get that reference, you can be my friend. It just didn't matter. We could not get it down these basement stairs. And so I had just some extra chairs and things like that I got, but I really wanted some sort of like couch. So I have ordered a modular couch, which has arrived, and I'm hoping that that's something that will work down here, just again, to have some comfortable lounge space. And I thought maybe if we have comfortable seating that we all can fit in, we might actually like come down and do like a family movie night every now and then, and things like that. So we want a little bit of a family gathering space, a homeschool space, a filming space. If you've been following me for a while, you also know that I love to do gardening, and I had garden starts. In fact, like this whole wall behind me here was lined with towers that were filled with seed starts this past winter. And that was not the ideal solution. First of all, the lights are extremely bright when they're all on, all of the lights for the seed starts. And it was bugging my kids just because it was so bright. And then, dirt would fall off of the seed trays, or water would drip on the floor. And I mean, I need them to be down in the basement, but where they were at was not working. And then on top of that, we'd love to be able to have like an extra storage space for like extra things that I have for my cake decorating business. I have big boxes that are filled with extra packaging and things like that, just somewhere to store it, and not have it taking up space in our pantry upstairs. So I have a big space to work with here. I also have a small little side office down here that is partially finished. We don't have flooring down in it yet. We don't have a ceiling in there yet, but the walls are drywalled. It's waterproofed and stuff. And I'm hoping that as part of this remodel, I can also tackle that room you know, get some sort of a ceiling up there, whether that's a beadboard ceiling or get drywall up there or something, and put some flooring down that matches the rest of the flooring down here and be able to utilize that space as well. So I think we're just gonna have to get started. So lots of moving and shifting of things, and you'll get to see how the rabbit hole that is my mind works as I try to figure out the best way to do things. And I don't know, we'll see. Like I said, it's a little bit of chaos, and I hope I'm not shooting myself in the foot by trying to do this now. But if I don't do it before I go to Europe this summer, then I will be rushing to do it when I need to be getting lessons ready for the start of our school year. So let's just finish this cup of coffee here and get rocking and rolling. So I can't believe how much stuff had just accumulated on these shelves and in these corners. I had a whole bunch of pictures that I don't have a home for yet, or haven't decided on wall space for. Getting the bookshelf cleared off. I do try to keep the books organized as I take them off the shelf, so when I'm putting them in their new location, I'm not, you know, reinventing the wheel here. And then everything just needed cleaned really good. I used my Dyson stick vac to give everything an initial cleaning. I dehomed a whole bunch of house spiders, which was gross. And then I went over it with the spin brush mop that I have. I love this mop. It sits on a charger and it works great. And then I don't have to bend down to mop anything. And then Magic Eraser helped me get the whiteboards pretty well clean. Then I decided I was going to put all of the bookcases over along this one wall. So I want to have one long wall of bookcases. And just getting them all shifted over here and moving the books this way.
And here is one for the road. Nobody cares and everyone's on the run. Run to clear your mind. I know it's all there is to be.
Okay, at this point, I got the TV stand over here, and I have all of the bookcases over on this wall. I do need to take down that little picture shelf and patch the holes for it, but I've moved all of our, kind of like just our personal books, like our, you know, library type stuff there. And then this last one, I'm organizing our guest hollow curriculum first. So I've got all of the books for my daughter's government econ course, all the ones for chemistry in the kitchen, the ones for World War to World History. And then I had, I used to have a shelf over on a different wall, and it had just a bunch of reference books that we had for our homeschool. So I'm gonna try to fill the bottom two shelves with those. And I'm taking a breather because I've been cleaning and hauling and moving, and I realized that I'm starving. So, food break.
The next day.
All right, we are on day 2. Last night's break turned into sleep. So I moved over a rug. I think we have all of the books on the shelf. We are officially out of room again. Anyways, so this is the modular couch I ordered from Walmart. I needed it to be modular so I could get it down the stairs, and I don't know how it's gonna work. We'll see. I'm gonna try to follow these IKEA-like instructions and get this bad boy assembled. So I can't remember if I mentioned it, but I found this couch on the Walmart website, shipped in just a couple of days, which was nice, and it did say no tools required for assembly, and all of the pieces for the most part just kind of slipped together into these brackets. I did have to apply a little bit of body weight just to make sure that they were pretty firmly attached to one another, and then there was one bracket that attached the two pieces of the couch, and then the legs just kind of twisted on there. So it does come with an ottoman, and what's nice is that you're supposed to be able to change the configuration of this, you know, and use it in different ways, which is what I wanted. And then all of these cushions came in these vacuum sealed bags, and there's something just so satisfying about opening these up and watching them just poof into position.
It's in everything you're doing, you know.
Well, that wasn't too bad. It only took 20 minutes. So, and you can see it's still a little wrinkled. I mean, I just took it out of the compression bags, but it says 72 hours to like fully puff up, but they did puff up quite a bit initially. And then this piece can be interchanged, so I can actually move the ottoman up to it and have it be more like a lounger, or we can leave it like this. But yeah, not bad for a basement couch from Walmart. Okay, so moving on to one of the corners of the room, and I'm hoping that this will become kind of a filming corner. If I can put some stuff up on the wall and just kind of decorate it and then keep a chair there, and then be able to store like my filming equipment in the corner. And yeah, I put together another 4x2 cube shelf from Walmart. It's from the Better Homes and Garden brand. And you're probably thinking, good Lord, woman, how many cube storage shelves does one person need? Well, apparently one more. But I do like them because, you know, they're easy to move around. I can flex if it's up or down and all of that good stuff. And they hold a lot of stuff. And plus, by getting white instead of the same color I have for the bookcases, if I end up needing it one day up in my craft and sewing room, I can move it up there. So we're gonna work on trying to get this organized and figure out what to do in it. But there is some like other repair work that needs to be done in this corner that's gonna have to be for the hubs. I'll show you that really quick here. So you probably noticed that there is no trim down here currently. This is the part of the basement where we had a repeat flood. Our sump pump is just inside a closet here, and it had failed and flooded all of this. We had pulled up the flooring, we had to cut out the drywall, we had to have like the water remediation people come in, dry everything out, replace the drywall. We just have not replaced the trim yet. But I don't do trim work, so that's why, you know, the door is partially trimmed. My husband's gonna have to come in and knock that out. Plus, I need to figure out something to cover this window and that pipe there. I mean, we have to have access to them because, you know, we just do. And I need to get some more tiles for up there, but I'll do curtains or something. But I'm thinking that if I put some pretty stuff on the wall here, and then I can pull the chair over when I'm ready to do filming, it'll be a nice little filming corner, and then I can stash my light and tripod in the corner. But let's get to organizing.
I nearly forgot to hit record, but here I am putting the cinch away and my laminator, and then on these shelves I have my teacher guides, I have all of our group study materials, and then I put all of my devotionals on that shelf as well. And then the tiered cart just needed a clean out really bad. It had become a collection of all kinds of things over the past school year, and getting it kind of emptied out and ready for the new stuff. Well, it's day 3 of the basement cleanup / move around. The couch has fluffed up quite nicely, so that's really good. But I had to stop yesterday. I had to work at my nursing job and then worked again today, and it's quite late. But I want to try to get a bit more done. I got the filming corner finished, and I have been sorting through my desk, which has not been cleaned out in forever. Needless to say, I found 2 Starbucks gift cards, a Joann Fabrics gift cards, and $142. Just, I have no idea where that came from. Bits and pieces tucked into envelopes and folders and things like that here and there. So I guess happy surprise there. Maybe I could turn around and use it for something for the room. But now I am working on the kids' desks area. I don't know if you can see the disaster there. I have the desks pulled away from the wall. Got to get that all cleaned up. And then I'm going to get all the labels off of their drawers. So I use removable vinyl, and I just cut out labels for all of their subject drawers on my Cricut. Now, what we do is 1 drawer per course, and then all of the materials for that course go in that drawer. So it just keeps it organized for them. We've been doing that since they were in middle school, and it has just worked really well for us. Those are the 10 drawer units I got from IKEA, and they have held up really well to the rigors of preteen, teenage years. So highly recommend those. They're just really great for keeping things pretty organized for the kiddos. So gotta work on that next. And then there's a lot on the floor behind this couch that needs to get worked around, but we'll just keep on keeping on and see how much I can do before I feel the need to kind of collapse for the night. So you might think I'm crazy for wearing a sweatshirt in the middle of summer, but it is freezing down in the basement. But man, do I love these pants that I have on today, guys. I got these at American Eagle. They're like a drapey, lightweight summer cargo pant, and they're just so incredibly comfortable. They're high-waisted and wide-legged and just great for running around in. In fact, I bought them in 4 colors because I loved them so much. And then peeling off all of this non-stick vinyl, it actually came off fairly easily, but I have super short nails. If I had longer nails, it might be a little easier, or I could have used a tool, but you know, laziness. And then I am going to temporarily mark the drawers with some Post-it notes just until I can get onto my Cricut and make the new labels. This way I can start putting curriculum into the drawers and know what is going where. And then I went ahead and gave my son's drawer a wipe out. I don't know how he collects so many weird things. Like, why is there a yo-yo in the school drawer? Why? Now I put another cube shelf here between their desks, and I'm adding these little riser feet that I found on Amazon. They've got a foam pad at the bottom so they don't scratch the floor, and then a peel and stick to put on the bottom. It just gives it a little extra height and keeps from dust getting piled up on that bottom shelf. So if you remember from last year, we had a refrigerator here between the kids' desks so they could have access to drinks and stuff like that. I've just relocated that, and I thought it would be nice to put this guy in the middle so we can have some of their science experiment supplies and things like that kind of right near their desk. So I have these storage containers I got from Walmart last year. I don't know if you can still get the exact same ones. I will check online and see if I can find them, but it is pretty nice. So we just put, I've got the chemistry materials for my son in 2 bins, and then I have some things already purchased for their food science course I'll put in a bin. And then I'm gonna have one that's empty for right now, but I am sure I'm gonna find things to put in that pretty soon.
Don't you ever doubt, 'cause we got it covered. Everyone here knows what's on your mind.
So I feel like some good progress is being made on the room. Granted, I didn't have full days to give to this project because, you know, I have to work and family to take care of and things to do, but making some good progress on revamping this homeschool space. Hope you've enjoyed kind of following along with the process so far. I'll have another video coming out later this week which will show the full room reveal and give you a total homeschool room tour. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe before you go. And as always, thank you so much for watching today's video. Happy homeschooling, guys.